Big government, big food, and big pharma have conspired to juice their power and profits while making you fat and sick, especially your kids. Fruit juice robber baron Michelle Obama forces her sugar water down their throats, while John Kerry's family, the Hineses, they have their eyes on the school lunch program, a $25 billion market. The Kraft Heinz conglomerate is pushing to put Lunchables in schools nationwide. They call the plan a penetration machine. Getting kids to eat this junk at school, go to the store with mom and dad, see it on the shelves, and then ask them to buy it again. Yeah, you've seen Lunchables, slimy pseudo-turkey and cheese product on a Ritz Lake cracker. Look at this thing. Look how little it is. Is that lunch? Let's crack this thing open. This isn't even real turkey. This is slime. It's all wet. I take my makeup off with this stuff. Look at this. This is just a cracker. Look at this. This is government cheese. It's not even real cheese. On the back, it's congealed cheese whiz. You know what it says? It says prepared cheese product. That means they can't call it cheese because it's not real cheese. They call it cheese product. I can't even look at this. It's disgusting. They want your children addicted to toxins. And today, Lunchables are so unhealthy, even with the low standards for school lunches, it's illegal to serve them in the cafeteria. So Kraft Heinz has a plan. Jigger the recipe. How do they do that? They put one piece of fruit in the plastic box next to the Cheese Whiz. And then they can sell it in the produce aisle. Because when you put broccoli next to turkey slime and fake cheese, it's a health food. And the Biden administration is set to approve Lunchables now in schools nationwide. Americans become obese and unhealthy. Big food gets rich, and big pharma gets even richer by treating the obese and unhealthy population. So how do we fix this? Calley Means is the TrueMed co-founder and big food whistleblower and joins me now. I mean, it's really a crime to serve Lunchables as a lunch to school children, and it's actually a bigger crime, isn't it, to see how much profit is being made.
Jesse, I know we're both parents of young children, and I have to say, as parents, we have to say enough is enough. Now, let's just follow the money and go step by step how this happened. So we all remember Michelle Obama talked about healthy school lunches, and frankly, that was a good policy, but she caved. Obama's own Secretary of State, his family, Kraft, lobbied the Obama administration millions of dollars, put pressure on Michelle Obama, and she actually stepped away from healthy school lunches, talked about exercise. Then Kraft and Big Food paid the USDA, so the most recent nutrition guidelines actually recommend sugar, recommend processed food, and 95% of the experts on that panel actually are paid for by food companies and pharma companies. Kraft paid millions of dollars to the people actually making the nutrition guidelines. Those nutrition guidelines inform the school lunch guidelines, and federal funding of school lunches is one of the top sources of child's nutrition. So Kraft is now using those guidelines that they paid for, and is now, the Wall Street Journal says it itself, Kraft is doing cartwheels saying $25 billion can transfer now from largely the federal treasury with school lunch programs to highly processed food. I am begging John Kerry, I am begging Michelle Obama. Mr. Kerry, I know you like to fly on your private jet, but please, these people need to have moral courage and say enough is enough. We cannot be serving highly processed food to kids, as kids, Jesse, are getting slaughtered right now.
How can we lobby the Biden administration to shut this stupid money transfer to Heinz and Kraft to make the kids sick? How can we shut that down?
Well, Jesse, I think there's a bipartisan outcry. I think RFK's campaign is really fueled by this issue. As kids are getting more obese, more diabetic, higher rates of autism, autoimmune conditions, everything is going up all at once. We're saying they need more Lunchables and more pharmaceuticals. No, we need to get back to basics. We need to get out of this corruption. And frankly, President Trump, if you go on Instagram, made a very powerful statement saying we've got to get rid of this corruption of big food, big pharma, got to get to the root cause. So this is not difficult, Jesse. We need to stop recommending this poisonous food. We need to, when the USDA is offered millions of dollars by Kraft and other big food companies, we need to say no. We need the guidelines to say no sugar, no processed food, which flows into the nutritional guidelines for lunches. And we need to stop subsidizing it. With food stamps, with school lunches, with agriculture subsidies, we are transferring over $100 billion a year from the federal treasury to poisoning our kids. And if we stop that, we will unleash our human capital. We'll save trillions of dollars of downstream health costs, and we'll give our kids a fighting chance, which we're not giving them right now.
Calley, I love your passion. You're the Paul Revere of health. And I hope everybody hears this segment. And we're going to lobby this administration pretty hard on this, because this is poison, as you say. Keep up the good fight.
And the solutions are easy. Thank you, Jesse.
All right. Thank you.